Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So, as I'm sure you know, I've always had a little bit of a soft spot for these Silahdars, and so we've had a submission from Emperor. I don't know how we're going to attempt to pronounce this name, perhaps just call him Imp. Apologies for the name butchering. And obviously, Silahdars, how could I not have a look and check it out? So, on Reginopolis as well, my favourite map. I think it's probably everyone's favourite map, to be honest. But he's calling the unit in. Now, initially, there's a real fight going on for the B point. And the first thing I noticed was how interestingly, how he really pushes the unit in and straight in with a hero kill. He doesn't just stick them on cover commander and walk himself up to the unit before activating his one ability. He actually pushes the unit in with axe and then activates. And look, he's coming back in, he pushes in, gets the unit really in tight, and then he goes on with two. And look at the damage. And a second hero kill, and a third hero kill. As they absolutely just butcher everything in range with them. Such devastation. As I'm sure you probably know, they recently got a buff on these Silahdars. I've always kind of liked them. I've always had a little bit of a soft spot for Silahdars, really. But yeah, they recently got a buff. So they're a lot more popular now, which, I don't know, I'm almost slightly sad about, really. I kind of liked being one of the only people who actually liked the Silahdars before. They're too common now. But it is interesting to see some of the changes they've made. They basically increased their damage, increased the kind of the AI, so they're supposed to kind of step into the fight a little bit more now, more than they used to. But the way we see him playing them here is actually really making use of the X. It's almost like how we used to command paladins. X and V. X and V used to be the way, but it's, instead of using X and V, it's X and 1 and 2 abilities. Push the unit in, then use the ability to really flatten everything close to you. Because these guys have massive AoE. So they hit multiple units at once with their swing. That's what makes them so damaging. Those Berserkers are quite a tanky unit, quite a lot of health. Can honestly be quite hard to kill sometimes. What, they lasted a second? I feel sorry for these monks already. If Berserkers died that quickly, I don't think it's going to go very well for these monks. The poor monk guys, they're going in for their swing. Oh, brutal. Those monks did not fare very well. But anyway, so far they have actually got the capture on the B point. Looks like the team's starting to put a bit of pressure now on A. We've got some friendly men-at-arms on the point. He's not got much health. He could do with healing up a little bit, Imp, here. Is he going to go and try and get in? Got some Imperial shields coming down, which are actually an interesting unit. We've seen quite a few of them starting to come in. Ooh, quite a bit of enemies starting to come down the stairs now. Is he going to send his unit back to the supply point or come into the fight? Oh, I think he's going to stay out of the fight and send his unit back to supply, which I can't really blame him for. He could have possibly got involved there, but now he'd be dead. Oh, look at that enemy cavalry going across the point as well. He would definitely be dead, and he probably wouldn't have gained many more kills. No, frankly, he's probably gained 5 hero kills and almost 100 unit kills so far with the unit already. So, can't blame him for wanting to keep them alive. Now, obviously, if you've got any clips yourself that you want to submit, please feel free to get in touch with me on Discord. Most people have been sending them either via emails or via some, Dropbox, something like that. So feel free to submit any great clips you have. I've had quite a few submissions now, so I don't guarantee that I'll get around to everyone. I would be really interested in if anyone has any really good Imperial Shield clips, though. I think they're kind of an interesting unit. We're starting to see more of them in games, and they're a unit that I've never really covered. So, yeah, if you've any got any great Imp Shield clips, feel free to get in touch. You'll be featured on the channel. Obviously, I'll be putting a link down to Imp's own YouTube channel in the description down below, because he's got a channel of his own. As he just gets an epic flank on, he's gone up and round, back behind these Imperial Shields. Oh, okay, that's pretty brutal. Is he going to go on for his one? He pushes the unit in. Oh, yes. Okay, that was nice. And the hero kill. Just absolutely flattening everything in his way. Oh, and there's another hero kill. He doesn't make as much use as cover commander as I probably do, which is interesting. I guess I use maybe cover commander too much. I guess you get that movement speed bonus with it, assuming you've got the doctrine on. But he seems to be using X to position the unit a lot more than I do, because I tend to position him much more with cover commander, which maybe is a mistake given how well he's doing in this battle. Yeah, just clearing up the A point now. Yeah, there they go. They've got the cap on A. A couple of little Imperial javelins here in the corner. It's also nice to see someone playing Spear. It's often an underutilized hero class. One I was actually thinking about trying out recently. Another hero kill. Oh, and some lovely pipe militia to finish off. But yeah, a hero class that I was thinking about trying out to switch from that actually to the Spear, because I think it's a class that's been struggling quite a lot recently on kind of the buff point of view. Nice, well, completely cleared out the A point. Just got himself over 200 unit kills, 10 hero kills in the game so far. Really a very impressive performance with these Silahdars as he gets to the supply point, and obviously is going to start getting them healed up before he makes the push on the C point. A couple of minutes later in the match, we've just been sort of vying back and forth with a little bit of cannon. Oh! nice shot. He seems to be on a real hero-killing mission this time around. So he's just getting some shots in with the cannon. Is he going to push in now with the unit? I think this would be a good time. They've got 3 or 4 friendly heroes on the point. Ooh, some enemy retreating. Are they Senjis? Ah, I didn't quite get any of the kills on them. Is he going to go down and get the cap on the point? I think he'd be better probably trying to fight for C at the moment. We've got quite a few allies on the point. Ooh, which way is he going to go around? Poleaxe gets completely flattened. The enemy obviously trying to get troops back through that gateway. This is where it can be quite a hard fight here now. Once you start to get enough friendly troops in the area, it can be pretty difficult for the enemy to actually sort of get up and really start to fight back for the sea, because they can only really get in through that narrow gateway. Keeping the unit back. I think they've probably got quite a lot of enemy ranged around that corner. And even though this Silahdars do get some range deflection with their armour, I just don't find it to be that effective personally. I think obviously the lack of shields means that if you get caught out of position, you really get flattened fairly quickly. But nice they've got the cap on the C point. They've even got someone actually getting some early cap in on the base point, which is always nice to have. It looks like the enemy have now responded. He's getting the unit back down to the supply point, going to be getting them healed up. And then I presume they're going to be starting to make their push for the final point. Hopefully they can actually take this one to victory. Or is it going to end in heartbreak? Looks like he's got his unit fully healed up now. Starting to make the push up. Looks like they're going to be going for the front gateway, which is kind of a brave call. Most people, or at least myself, are normally inclined to go to the other side, because it gives you a little bit more of a platform to get set up, because the enemy can build a little bit of a death box around these gateways on either side of it. You can see the enemy Javs at the back pushing in, making life difficult for everyone involved. Even a little Scorpio at the back there. Yeah, trying to find it quite hard to find a way in. I think there's a bit of range down there. Wisely is just keeping his unit back at the back now, you know, out of the way. There's a couple of paladins wandering in, but there's really very little that he can do to kind of support them in that sort of situation. Looks like he's going to head back. Is he going to maybe think about swapping units? Nope, he's going to go for a bit of artillery. A little bit of a green culverin. Well, after his cheeky hero kill that he got with a cannon earlier on, can't blame him for being tempted to try and get a little bit of green artillery down. Is he going to try and sneak this one up? Yeah, he's going to try and place it just on the edge. Looks like the enemy are almost starting to push out. Ooh, enemy short swords coming out. I don't know quite why we've got a few vassal longbows right next to the gateway. Everyone's favourite worst unit. He's keeping his Silahdars back. Kind of a tough one for him. If he gets into that gateway, you know, if they take a volley, or even a volley from Imperial Javelins, they will be in trouble. But looks like the enemy's starting to push out. Is he going to call the unit up? Yes, he's going to take the fight. Here we go. He pushes them in using his X. Goes straight on with ability. Straight into another hero kill. Trying to fight in these Imperial shields, which this time he is facing front on, so it's a little bit of a harder fight. God, can he get that dual blades? No, the dual blade gets out of the way. Unit picking up quite a few kills. Oh, another hero kill. And really kind of cutting through these Imperial shields and the other stuff that kind of got pushed out with them. But yeah, look, the range at the back. The Senjis gunning down his Silahdars. Not many of them left. And that pretty much spells the end of his Silahdars. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. The range absolutely butchers these guys. But still, a very impressive performance with them. Picked up so many hero kills that he looks like he's going to switch out to his Chevaliers, see if he can perhaps push to victory using those. But despite his best efforts, unfortunately, it ends in heartbreak. It isn't a win. He couldn't quite get the team up to push and make that final push on base. Gave it a really tough final fight though. Almost got there, but not quite enough to secure victory, and it does end in defeat. But a very impressive defeat it was, a well-deserved MVP. And look, 9 hero kills and over 200 unit kills with the Silahdars, showing that they can certainly be a very dominant unit in the right hands. Anyway, I actually feel compelled now, I actually want to log into Conqueror's Blade and go and play a few games with the Silahdars, so wish me luck. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Remember, do get in touch, send me any exciting clips you think you might have. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.